Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mindfulness Monday. Offering this session donation based, so 12:30 to 1:15 every Monday. You can join for as much or little as you like, just to start your week with a bit of grounding and a bit of presence and mindfulness to set you up for the week. Okay, so we'll just start by settling. Today, we're going to go through a short grounding. We'll do a breathing, body scan. We'll do the mountain meditation. And then I've got a nice Kristin Neff meditation on compassion, self-compassion, which I think is really, really important and really well deserved. Okay, so getting started with our grounding, just start to notice what position you're most comfortable in. So you might wriggle, you may stand, sit, lay down, just find whatever position allows you to be alert and yet relaxed. And then you can close your eyes if that feels safe for you, or just lower your gaze and allow your gaze to be unfocused. And just take a moment to reflect. Just notice what you've been up to this morning, and maybe sense into how your body's feeling in this moment. Start to feel the ground underneath you. So you might notice the soles of your feet on the floor. Feel the pressure. Maybe underneath your thighs, your bottom, the back of your chair, against your lower back. All the ground supporting you if you're laying. Just tune into that sensation of pressure. Take a couple of slightly deeper breaths. Just feeling the air all the way in and all the way out. And just imagining a settling. Like all those things on your to-do list, all the worries, all the stresses, just let everything fall down to the earth. Let your body relax and feel heavy against whatever surface is supporting you. And then keeping your eyes closed, let your eyes move to the left slowly. And then come back through the center and move to the right. Going left to right. And then as your eyes come back through the middle, let your eyes scroll up and down. So your eyelids stay closed, just feeling the eyes roll in their sockets up and down. And you might be aware of colors flickering, play of light. And then as your eyes come back to the center, take them from the top left to the lower right, so to diagonal, top left, bottom right, and just moving slowly. And if you have the desire to move quickly, just noticing that before you slow it down. As you come back through the middle, go the other way, other diagonal, from the top right to the bottom left. And then with your eyes back in the center, just go from left to the right again. And just allow yourself to feel safe, comfortable, relaxed, and grounded in this moment. Letting your eyes settle in the center, or just take a few moments of quiet. And then as you're ready, you can bring yourself back into the room, or you can keep your eyes closed and stay in that position if you feel comfortable. And we'll move into our breathing meditation. This is a nice opportunity now. If you do want to move position, you can wriggle, get up, maybe lay down. And as always, the instructions that I'll give in this mindfulness session are all just offerings, suggestions. So if anything doesn't feel comfortable for you in your body, in your mind, if I'm giving you something to focus on that just doesn't sit with you, then the moment of awareness is to recognize that and then to act differently. So there is no obligation to follow anything that I say within this 45 minutes. You can do your own thing, do your own mindfulness if the instructions that I give you don't sit right with you. Okay, so we'll start with our breathing meditation. So in this meditation, the anchor for attention is the rhythm of your breathing in your body. But again, if something doesn't feel comfortable or comforting in that, then please choose a different anchor, like sensation or sounds. So settling down into your comfortable position. So if you're lying down and you're feeling sleepy, then it might be a good idea to sit up because you don't want to fall asleep. But at the same time, if you feel like you need to lay down and fully relax, then you may lie down. But the invitation is to be alert, upright, attentive, and yet not holding any tension within your body. If it feels comfortable again, you can have your eyes closed or down and unfocused. And then just start to take a couple of slightly deeper breaths. Feel the pauses in between your breaths. And feel a calming energy coming into your body with your in-breath. And a full relaxation with every out-breath. And then just letting your breathing settle into its natural rhythm and rate. Just observe it, not trying to change it in any way, but just feeling each in and out breath, one following the next, always in this present moment. And simply relax and receive the breath. Maybe noticing where it feels most comfortable in your body. Might notice in your nose and mouth, your chest, shoulders, your belly. Just touch into the movement, the sensation of breathing for a moment of quiet. Just noticing this breath right here. Where is your attention? Each time you notice that your attention has wandered, simply and kindly bring your attention back to your breath. No judgment, just being aware of that moment of mindfulness, coming back again and again. Keeping your attention with a relaxed presence on your breathing. And if you do get carried away in a thought, perhaps naming it before your return. Is it planning, thinking, remembering, worrying? So noticing the direction of your thoughts before you return to the present, to the next new breath. And then allowing your breathing to be still in your awareness. Open awareness to the rest of your body as well. Maybe noticing the position you're in, feeling the outline of your body, your limbs, your head. And perhaps noticing if there are any strong sensations that are calling your attention. And if so, bringing your attention to that area and just breathing with the sensation. And you might name it. Is there tightness, pressure, tingling, throbbing, pulsing, pain or lightness. Just naming it, breathing, holding it in your awareness with kindness, allowing it to be just as it is. And maybe saying the words, this too. This too is something we can hold in our awareness. This too is here, present, right now, as a sort of acceptance and allowing of what is here. If that sensation eases, then just going back to that whole body awareness. Noticing the breathing in the background and tuning into the whole field of sensations within your body in the foreground. And maybe noticing with any sensations that become strong. Is it pleasant? Is it unpleasant? Maybe notice how the sensations change when you give the attention to them. Just moving from sensation to sensation, staying within your body, within your breath. Where is your attention right now? If it's wandered, then gently come back. Let the thoughts float away. Feel your breath and feel your body. What is your sense of being right now? How would you describe your mind state? And just feel that complete acceptance of whatever arises within your body. Turning towards it and feeling it, allowing it. And then as we prepare to move on to our next meditation, You're very welcome to stay exactly where you are. Perhaps broaden your awareness for a moment and just take in the sounds around you. You can wriggle, move if you'd like to, and change position if you want to. And next, we're going to move into our mountain meditation. I love this meditation. It's a really nice, grounding, strengthening meditation. So again, getting into a position that feels comfortable where you're alert and yet relaxed. Taking a couple of nice deep breaths. And allow your attention to come inwards. And just notice how you're feeling. Some days we're very distractible, looking for the next thing to capture our attention. So if that's the day you're having, it doesn't mean that this isn't doing you any use or benefit. My encouragement is just to notice it, to witness it. Today's a distractible day. Notice that restlessness. And you might stand up or walk around or do some gentle movement with your arms as you listen, just to allow that energy to be in your body and allow it to do what it might feel more comfortable doing. And then generally within these meditations, if you feel a discomfort, a desire to itch, to move, to stretch, try to take a moment before you move. Create that gap, as Viktor Frankl says, between the stimulus and response, there is a space. And that's where we have real power. And we can do that down to this really simple level of I'm sitting and I've got an itch on my eye. Instead of immediately going to scratch it, that's the reaction. Just sit with it. See if you can not scratch it. And very often, I find it will dissipate. However, do not sit for too long if you're really uncomfortable. Do scratch an itch eventually, but just do it with that mindfulness, with that awareness. So we're getting away, we're allowing the space between the stimulus and our response. We're allowing a lengthening of that gap. So less reactive, more open and spacious. So just bear that in mind through these meditations while I scratch my shoulder. Okay. So take a nice full deep breath. Notice the in, the pause, the out, the pause. Feel the ground underneath you. And then as you sit here, let an image form in your mind of the most beautiful, magnificent mountain you've seen, or perhaps you can imagine. Trying to conjure up a visual image, or just feeling the sense of a large, magnificent mountain. Noticing its shape, lofty peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted into the earth. Notice the slopes, the steep cliffs, And just notice how massive it is, how solid and unmoving. You might notice snow on the top, might have rugged granite sides, muddy, boggy areas, or streams, waterfalls. Just create this image in your mind and observe it, noting the qualities. And then when you feel ready, see if you can bring the mountain into your own body sitting here, so that your body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one, sharing in that massiveness, that stillness, that majesty of the mountain, and becoming it. Feeling grounded in your position. Your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of your body. Your shoulders and your arms are the side of the mountain. Your bottom, your legs form the solid base, rooted down into the chair, into the floor, into the earth. And feel a sense of uplift through your lower back, through your pelvis and spine. Noticing your breath. Become a little more like a breathing mountain. Alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness. Completely what you are, beyond words and thoughts. You are a centered, grounded, unmoving presence. And as you sit here, becoming aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and colors are changing moment by moment in the mountain stillness. And the surface teems with life and activity, streams, melting snow, waterfalls, wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night. Feeling the bright, warming sun. Feeling the cool night sky. Noticing the gradual dawning of a new day. And through all of this, the mountain just sits, experiencing that change in each moment, constantly changing, and yet always just being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, as the weather changes, calmness abiding all change. In the summer, there's no snow. In the fall, it may wear a coat of brilliant colours. In the winter, there may be snow and ice. In any season, the mountain may be covered by fog, by freezing rain. People may see the mountain and say how beautiful it is. Or on a bad day, when it's too cloudy or foggy or dark, they might say it's not a good day for the mountain. But none of this matters to the mountain, who remains at all time its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. People may like it or they may not. The mountain's magnificence and beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not. Seen or unseen, in sun or clouds, hot or cold, day or night, it just sits being itself. Violent storms, snow and wind and rain of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. In the same way as we sit in meditation, we can learn to experience the mountain. We can learn to embody this same central unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our lives over seconds, hours, years. And through our practice, we can experience the constantly changing nature of mind and body and of the outer world. We all have our moments of lightness and darkness, activity, inactivity. We all experience storms of varying intensity. We feel darkness and pain, joy, uplift. By becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link this strength and this stability and feel it within us. We can adopt the energy of the mountain to allow us to encounter each moment with mindfulness, equanimity, and clarity. And it might help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, a lot of the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. We tend to take it personally, but its strongest characteristic is impersonal. Holding it in awareness, holding it with kindness and grounding. We come to know a deeper silence and stillness and tap into our true wisdom. So, sitting now for these last few moments, embody that sense of the mountain. Feel that groundedness from the base. Lifted through your body to the top of your head. Feeling strong and centered. And noticing the awareness all around you. Noticing the impermanence, how quickly things change. And allowing that inner stillness to give you the flexibility to allow those changes on the outside and yet keep still and calm on the inside. We'll just take a moment of quiet, feeling that you're embodying that strength and groundedness of the mountain and that inner stillness. Feel that inner calm. Take a few nice, long, deep breaths. And now that you're feeling that embodiment of the mountain, keeping that strength with you as you transition away from this meditation and into the final meditation of today's session. So if you do want to move and become aware of the room, then please do so, or you can be happy to stay still and centered, then please stay there. If you've adopted a nice strong position, keep it. And the final meditation that we're going to investigate today, it's a bit more of a thought on this one, is from this book, Self-Compassion by Kristin Neff. And I find a lot of people benefit from self-compassion practice. So take a few deep breaths, close your eyes, or lower your gaze. And first, we're going to just gently touch in with the source of suffering. So, is there any area in your life, in your relationships, in your work, personal, professional, where you're feeling scared, lonely, angry, worthless, frustrated? And I want you to just be with that emotion. So, name it, put yourself in that situation or conjure that situation. Name the emotion that you're feeling. Touch into that suffering. And without really thinking about the storyline too much, just touch into the emotion. So we're not thinking about what you did, what he didn't do, not that kind of narrative. Just this is the situation, this is the emotion, and how that emotion is. Just let it be within you. Whatever you're feeling is okay. All visitors are welcome. There's no need to cling to anything or push anything away. And now just feel that emotion in your body. So say it's sadness, whatever the word is. What does sadness, anger, worry, what does it feel like? tight, dull, dragging, heavy. Tension in your eyebrows, tension in your chest. So locate in your body, where are you feeling that emotion? And now place your hand on your heart and set your intention to be kind to yourself, to offer yourself kindness, understanding, and compassion for the suffering that you're feeling right now. Remembering that what you're feeling is an integral part of the human experience. You are not alone in your suffering. You are not alone in your suffering. And then repeat these phrases to yourself softly and gently. You can do it quietly or you can whisper it out loud. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself as I am. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself as I am. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself as I am. And just keep repeating those phrases. And if you can't remember all of them, just pick 2 or 3. Safe, peaceful, kind. Accept myself as I am. And really try and feel the kindness as you say them. Feel the gentle pressure of your hand, that comforting gesture. If your mind wanders, come back to the phrases. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself as I am. And then just let those phrases fade away in your awareness and just bring your attention onto your breathing. You might keep that hand on your heart and just take a few final long, deep breaths. Feeling that compassion. Allowing yourself to notice that goodwill, that intention to care for yourself. And knowing that at any point during your day, if strong emotions arise, you can give yourself this compassion by touching into those phrases. May I be safe. May I be peaceful. May I be kind to myself. May I accept myself as I am. And then you can stay there with your eyes closed. We're just coming to the end now, and I wanted to share a lovely little poem, which is a take on loving kindness. It's like a loving kindness poem by Larry Yang. And something to take with you, reflect on for the rest of your day, the rest of your week, and in your relationship with yourself and with other people. So Larry Yang writes, may I be loving open and aware in this moment. If I cannot be loving, open, and aware in this moment, may I be kind. If I cannot be kind, may I be non-judgmental. If I cannot be non-judgmental, may I not cause harm. And if I cannot cause harm, cannot not cause harm, may I cause the least harm possible. So that's something that we can all work on in our interactions with other people. An expression of loving kindness, of compassion to ourselves and other people by doing our best to be loving, open, and aware. If we can't be that, can we be kind? Can we be non-judgmental? Can we not cause harm or cause the least amount of harm possible? So I will leave you with that to enjoy the rest of your day and the rest of your week. Please join me again next week. If you'd like to come to the session live, then just drop me a message and I'll send you the live link. It's really good to have it scheduled in so that you know you're going to get your mindfulness in to set your week off right. 12:30 British Standard Time on a Monday for 45-ish minutes. Enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you.